Ladies and gentlemen, India's global influence is increasing by leaps and bounds. It's our chance to capitalize on that opportunity. In the post-pandemic era, I would like to suggest that we should all emphasize on 3 mantras to enhance India's global footprint. 1, we should look at shifting from just looking beyond cost. We have all been talking that we should, when we look at Atmanirbhar Bharat, when we look at an economy which is strong, when we look at our engagement across the world, we should look beyond cost. But I would like to propose that not only should we look beyond cost, but we should look at strengthening resilient ecosystems in our businesses, in our work, to prepare ourselves and our work for any such instances that may occur in the future. And therefore, resilient ecosystem is as valuable as looking beyond cost. Second, I think all of us can agree that innovation and sustainability are going to accelerate our integration in global value chains. And clearly, the world today is looking at India's contribution on both these scores. And why do I say that? And why do I dare to say that on innovation? Particularly when we always thought it's the developed countries which come up with innovative ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, today the world's second largest number of STEM graduates are Indians or persons of Indian origin. Even a country, or I will not take any names, but the most powerful countries in the world today are concerned about the growing dominance of non-transparent and non-market economies, and therefore are looking to engage with India because in their own ecosystem, they are not preparing as many STEM graduates as a country like India does. Nowhere close in it. And therefore, in innovation also, India will have an increasingly global footprint. India and Indians. And on sustainability, you have all seen the powerful message that Honorable Prime Minister gave at COP26. The message of the Panchamrit, the 5-point plans that India has going forward towards achieving a net zero target by 2070. And for a developing country with a per capita income of about $2,000 today, to take such aggressive targets, such a huge ambitious goal, when we have our own development imperatives, when we need low-cost energy to provide for 1 billion plus people aspiring for a better quality of life, it truly is a very, very bold and ambitious target that Prime Minister Modi has set for himself and for our country. And the third point, ladies and gentlemen, is boosting the role of the private sector and engaging both the government and private sector to work possibly through public-private partnerships, through greater engagement with the private sector and the government, but leaving the work of running businesses to business.